Skin conditions affect so many people all around the world, and yet it's still a topic that not many people talk about. Why are people with skin conditions made to feel like they're not good enough the way they are? My name's Tara and I'm the director of What is Beauty. We're going to be speaking to different people with different skin conditions to really get an idea of how their skin condition affects them both physically and mentally.
I'm Lydia Genuardi, 22.
Joey Williott Lewis, 22.
My name's Pauline Marshall and I'm 72.
Molly, I'm 21.
I've been dealing with acne since I was around 15 years old.
I have eczema, dermatitis. I have acne that comes and goes pretty severely.
I had acne probably my early teenage years until my early 20s, I would say.
I have psoriasis, if I can even say it.
I've had acne for around 5 years.
In my second year of uni, my acne got a lot more severe. The more I would stress about my acne, the worse it would get. Anytime I looked in the mirror, just thinking that I just looked so disgusting, I just hated my acne so much and I just wanted it gone. But me thinking that about myself is part of the issue. How could I expect others not to judge me when all I did was judge myself? If I think back to how my skin condition made me feel, I would say inadequate and just not good enough.
Definitely affected me with my confidence.
Determined.
Confident, actually.
I would say self-conscious.
I think because I had eczema from such a young age that was so bad and I got picked on for it and I went through all the stereotypical interactions with people because of it. And so it gave me a boost of confidence that I was then able to apply to everything else in my life.
Determined because sometimes it was so bad that you just had to get on with whatever you were doing.
I think having it at 14 when everyone's starting to get quite critical of girls and their image, it's quite a tough thing, I think, to start having a skin condition that affects what you look like.
Meeting new people was a challenge because I didn't know what they would think. I didn't know what they would say about my skin or anything like that.
Negative comments and glances in the street can be a common occurrence for people with skin conditions. They make you feel completely defeated and isolated and like everyone is judging you.
I was on a bus in London and this woman across the way, she said to me, "What happened to your face, darling?" And I said, "I'd just been in contact with nuclear fallout or something." But I just thought, bloody hell, that is so rude. Somebody who has got no idea what they're saying. Not really. Not what the implications are, you know.
And this one girl, she would refuse to sit next to me despite the fact she was my lab partner because I was going to infect her with my dermatitis and my eczema. It's not contagious, it's a personal condition that you and only you can have. I was mortified because at that particular day it wasn't just on my hands or on my face, it was covering, I'd say, a good 50% of my body. I just wanted the ground to swallow me up whole. Everyone else in the class just ignored her, and that made me realise that she's alone in this. No one actually cares.
Either people think it's eczema, or people think even it's contagious. Like, I'm sitting next to you, I will not give you psoriasis. Like a little boy coming right up to my face, like, "Ooh, what's that?" And things like that. So it just makes me realise, no matter how much your friends say, like, "Oh, you look absolutely fine," people are looking and judging and thinking, "Ooh, what's wrong with her?"
I feel like a lot of beauty have come onto social media. You see a lot of people, they might have acne, but they love to show it off and show that they're better than others who are maybe commenting, being rude or anything like that.
Skin conditions can cause a lot of pain both physically and mentally. I remember times when even resting my face against a pillow would be painful and would aggravate my acne. There are special medicines, creams and procedures that can be taken in order to help manage the skin condition. But it's never an overnight fix. They can often cause a lot of discomfort themselves. but that's often the price people will pay in order to try and gain some control of their skin.
After about 2 years, it was more of my face was covered in either scarring or the actual acne than was clear skin. And it got to a point where I was on super strong oxytetracycline and pills.
I was on tetracycline, that was one thing. Then I went to the hospital and they did what was described as deep x-ray. My eyes were, I think there were bits of lead on my eyes and lots of Vaseline on my lips. That was it, that was the protection. And then I had ultraviolet treatment on my face for various minutes. I had 3 sessions of dermabrasion, which is essentially sandpapering. Sandpapering the scars down, the skin down to the germinal layer. Then essentially you've got a great big scab. And then it starts to heal around the edges of the scab. So you can kind of pick or cut the edges of the scab. And that reveals new skin underneath.
I have a shower cream, so like generally shower gels are too drying. I have about 5 different steroid creams to put on there, and then I use a thick moisturizer twice a day as well on top of that.
I've had creams that go at night time, I put it on, and then tablets I have once a day.
When trying to tackle the big question of what is beauty, I think beauty shouldn't be a flawless thing. It should have its imperfections, and we should try to show them unapologetically. It's the flaw that brings out beauty, as true beauty is about being comfortable in your own skin. It's about knowing and accepting who you are.
Beauty, the word covers all sorts of things.
Beauty is self-confidence and happiness. It's not a specific image. There are certain things about my body I would like to improve, but nowadays they are more to do with my health than what I look like. So for me it's just about acceptance of what I look like and happiness.
I want to be that person that is sort of not just beautiful, but a kind person at the end of the day. And the insecurity never goes away of not feeling beautiful, but it's just being confident and bringing up other people and women as well. I think is the most beautiful thing that anyone can do.
I know that my skin condition has made me who I am today. It's completely shaped me as a person. It's made me stronger and more grateful for things in life. That's often the case with skin conditions. Once you've been through an experience like that, it can really mould you into a stronger and wiser person. My skin is still covered in scars and hyperpigmentation. I'm quite glad of that because it's kind of shown my journey and almost battle scars that I've got from the experience I've had with my skin.
If I was able to walk into a classroom knowing that people were going to stare at me because of the rash on my face, I could walk onto stage butt naked and be absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I can do anything now because I can deal with, I've done with worse.
It made me pretty determined and quite angry. But actually, when I think about it, a lot of it was to do with just having to be determined and a bit brass-necked, just kind of like get on with it.
I might have struggled in the past, but definitely now I feel like I'm much stronger as a person. I feel more confident, I can talk about it, and my communication is so much better.
I don't know, it just really affects you, and it's kind of teaching me being surrounded by really nice people, that I am actually beautiful in my own way, even with psoriasis.
Beauty is all about self-love and acceptance. I think it's hard to quantify it as one thing or one description when we're all beautiful in our own right. But I think sometimes we just need reminding of that.